75% of our balance sheet, and about 82%.
The group reported an 8% growth in profit after tax in the third quarter, which translated to Kenya shillings 15.8 billion, up from 14.6 billion in 2017. The group has now a liquidity ratio of 55%, with non-funded income contributing to 40% and subsidiaries contributing to 18% of earnings. EasyPay grew by 208% to 168 million transactions from 55 million year-over-year, and a volume of Kenya shillings 89 billion from Kenya shillings 52 billion year-over-year. EasyBiz, which is a cash management solution for SMEs, has a rapid adoption in the market that resulted in a growth of 148% year-over-year, with transaction value of Kenya shillings 187.3 billion from 90.9 billion year-over-year. Despite a decline in transaction volume to 185.4 million from 197.1 million year-over-year. Equitel transaction value grew by 20% to Kenya shillings 425.1 billion from Kenya shillings 353.6 billion.
It's growing about 4 times.
Equity Group Managing Director and CEO Dr. James Mwangi, while addressing the investors, started by pointing out how East and Central Africa, and specifically Kenya, is a lucrative market.
When you look in terms of the African continent, then we can confidently declare the East and Central Africa as the fastest growing region in Africa, and maybe one of the fastest growing regions in the world, and with outlook of sustained above 6% growth rate, almost comparing with East Asia. The World Bank increased confidence in attractiveness, particularly of Kenya, the ease of doing business, ranking, where Kenya, just 1 year, has improved from position 80 to position 61. Of the interest capping is behind us.
On the interest rate capping introduced by the Central Bank of Kenya, the MD had this to say.
And the interest capping continues to frustrate the private sector. And we still see that despite all these efforts, private sector growth rate, credit growth rate is still at 4%, which can't sustain a 6% GDP growth rate. There is no way you can grow economy at 6% and you are funding it at a growth rate of 4%. That mismatch that then suggests that that is a huge challenge that we still have to deal with.
As technology changes the world, the banking sector has not been spared either. And according to Dr. James Mwangi, mobile banking service is not only beneficial to the customers, but also hugely to the banking sector.
400 cashiers are running 13 million transactions. Just tell me how many cashiers I would have needed to serve 353 million. That is the cost reduction that the bank is enjoying. The mobile, initially, we entered as a service and a cost reduction driver. The biggest driver of transactions and volume was Equitel. And then it's closely followed by agency.
Former Nairobi Deputy Governor Polycarp Igathe was officially unveiled as the Equity Bank Kenya Managing Director by the CEO.
The Managing Director of Equity Bank Kenya.
While the banking sector continues to show resilience in an economy facing numerous challenges, technology remains to be the secret weapon open to all, Equity Group Holdings PLC has clearly understood this, and the results speak for themselves. Reporting for Brown Plus TV, I am Karari John Wambugu.
But again, working in an environment